Looking for a productive play on first down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Throws to the wideout. He makes a catch. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Wildcats in the hurry-up. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but he wants to go deep. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
And now on second down for this offense. To the air, it's Vandergrift. Fires to the wideout. And he was firing for the left side, but couldn't make the connection.
And on that incompletion, I think the quarterback was being just a bit too careful, trying to throw that ball too far outside, obviously aware that the defenders are coming from the inside. You don't want to put it behind the intended target and risk the pick six, but he needs to be more accurate.
Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch. He's got enough. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the Wildcats are on the move. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Coming after it. Complete downfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. The give on the inside. He's finally brought down, but that freshman found some running room. A chance to make an early statement in this one here on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Kentucky.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's McDowell. And the ball's free deep in his own territory.
And that one stinks. Your offense is ready to get on the field, make something happen, and you fumble the football. Not only that, now it's in the red zone. Now their defense better be ready to stop the scoring from the other team. What a turn of events.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Kentucky right back to the line. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's McDowell. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Line gets set. First down. He wants to throw. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13.
For an offense, to make the wide receiver reverse work, you've got to have a lot of guys doing a good sell job. Running backs have to behave as if they're actually going to keep the football, and everybody else on offense has to be yelling out, run, to try to make the defense over pursue. No Oscars being handed out on that.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. No movement from the field goal unit. The offense is out there to try to keep this drive alive on 4th down. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain. And the Gamecocks trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Not this game. I used to play with them a lot when the game first came out, though. I used to go crazy when they carved them. So this is good.
Starting off this quarter, closing out the smell of the goal line. Here we go. Ready? 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. He wants it all. He makes the catch at the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Big time touchdown there to get some much needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it to get some momentum going.
And the point after is good. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Brown. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
I love the type of throw there by the quarterback, throwing to his running back on that angle route. That cannot be a bullet throw. He just puts enough air on it, makes it an easy catch for his running back on the move. Running back makes the grab, and he's able to advance it.
Kentucky going quickly.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing.
Trying to get behind the defense. And he makes the catch inside the 25.
Trying to have
And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Back to the air one more time. Got it in the middle. It's Wilcox. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Smashes through the tackle. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass, it's Vandergrift. Forced out of the pocket. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky! Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, get early, get everything going. Want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
I've had to play.
He'll bring it out. It's Harper.
catch there.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this run.
And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Touchdown, Wildcats. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Harbor. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there. After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. It's Sellers. Now he's going to break the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe. And how about the ball placement? Only the receiver can get it. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. He's going to pass. Trying to get to it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Gamecocks are in the hurry-up. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Shoots it to the left. Makes a connection. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. 1st down for this offense. From the shotgun, the inside give. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. It's complete to the left. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Trying to find his man on 1st down. They're trying to get to it. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. That last play, the kind of thing that can mess up a really good drive. It's 2nd and 17. Scanning the field, it's Sellers. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this 2nd half, airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. They've got it down to a 2-touchdown deficit, trailing by 14 and about to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. He gets a block. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score. Touchdown, Kentucky. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you can tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by definition.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Harbor. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. On first down, here comes this offense. Wide receiver coming across in motion. On the ground, it's Sanders. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air, it's Sellers. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
He's not afraid to go deep. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half.
At the end of the first half, Mississippi, Kentucky, 35, South Carolina, 14.
Kentucky will boot it deep to get the second half underway. He'll bring it out. It's Harbor. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like this offense, when I'm playing...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. He's looking to throw. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Well, the upside is you could get a first down. The downside is you could blow the game going for it inside your own 30. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Gamecocks moving quickly to the line. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time. He lobs one high down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
He wants to throw it again. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line.
He's going to throw deep right side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on fourth down.
Well, at this point of the game,
Thank you. Thank you.
Welcome, everyone, to Logan, Utah, and the Beehive State. We're here at Maverick Stadium, home to the Utah State Aggies, and eager for this clash. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Utah State Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Utah State lined up, ready to deliver the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
Will take over. First and 10.
All right, let's see what we can do. See what we can do.
The offense set for a first down play. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Kentucky right back to the line. Hand off from the gun. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance when you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the...
Brings it in down the left side. At defense.
I ain't ready for substitution.
Third down pass.
But they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
really nice timing on that throw. Quarterback had to hold it, allow his receiver to work his route, but he threw it at the perfect moment so that he was able to make the catch inbounds right on the sideline.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Got enough space, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats!
This is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the offense on first down. Wide out in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage with push passes.
I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
They'll try to get it through the air. Got it behind the line. It's Lane. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first.
That's why he likes using it, because they got it.
Motion from the offense. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. And the Aggies are moving quickly down the field. They'll throw it on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Flushed out of the pocket. Makes the catch down the right side. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter.
Step on the place for that one.
Push down to start the drive after the break. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Crosses the 30, he's got to lay it. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Looking to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Running back goes in motion. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
After a drive this long, a field goal would be a punch in the gut. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it, make sure you keep possession.
It's 4th down, and this offense is going to stay on the field and keep the kicker on the sidelines.
Is this Spencer Pizzas from Iowa?
He's looking to throw. Fires downfield. And it's picked off right at the goal line. And they'll close in on him after a good...
Yeah, it is. It's terrible. He'd have been better playing with Iowa.
Kentucky.
Interception.
And they'll take over.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
They go to the ground. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14. Second down coming up. Wants to throw. It's Vandergrift. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that.
He lets it fly. He's got it on the left. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Kentucky! That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field, throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter. And I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
Coming out with it, it's Turner. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2.
He's going to let it go. Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. Taking it the other way. And a super return as he takes it all the way down to the 20.
I don't blame him. Spencer Peaches is trash. Probably give us Alabama next. Oh, Michigan. Let's see what we do with that.
Welcome to Lexington, where the sun shines bright literally and figuratively on their old Kentucky home, and the Big Blue Nation ready to get behind these Wildcats in this one. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a team from the SEC, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Wolverines will kick it away first. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback. Looking to throw, it's Vandergrift. Unloads it left. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. The precision that is required to play receiver at this level, driving but just too much. Place ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. And the Wildcats will have it 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The kickoff team out there to boot it away and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First down here for the offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Caught over the middle. It's Loveland. And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback who makes a sure tackle. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They'll go back to the ground. Wrestled down at the 32 after a pickup of 5. Those who stay will be champions, so said Bo Schembechler, and those who keep it on the ground churn out first downs.
It's because it's a way of life, right? It's that physicality. It's going to be hard in practice all week. When you're at Michigan, it's going to be grind. It's going to be physical. That's who they are. They won't compromise. If you get to stick around here recently, a lot of success, too.
And just an awesome job by that defender on that play. Great awareness, and he had his eyes on the quarterback, so he saw the ball thrown, and as such, he was able to go and swat it away.
Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
That is your job. The O-line has to protect their quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
To the air, it's Warren. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires to the big fella. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit too for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of this big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert it on 3rd down. They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. The completion well past the sticks. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. The metrics tell you so often, go ahead, go for it on 4th down, and it pays off there.
That just shows you the head coach's confidence in his quarterback to go out on a critical 4th down and execute.
Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And wings it incomplete. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They're going to run it to the right. And here's the tackle at the line of scrimmage, and that'll send us to the 2nd quarter. facing a third down as they line up after the break. Running back searching for a hole. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. They'll immediately call timeout. And they decide to trot out the kicker. It is perfect.
That makes the score Kentucky 7.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
Number 19 set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it out. It's White. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different. Man, it's so nice to have a quarterback who doesn't flinch. You watch it, man. He's hanging in there, right? Hanging in there. Takes some time for those routes to get down the field. Gets hit as he throws it. But delivers the ball, catching the ball down the field, and makes the big play. That's tough as well. When you're a quarterback, really trust your wide receiver, and he's going to do what he's supposed to do. Obviously, all the way out towards the sideline.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Looking downfield, it's Vandergrift. Fires to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Unloads to the wideout. Got it on the outside, it's Brown. Kentucky right back to the line.
At the 31, offense facing 4th down.
On 4th down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run here. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. There was no reason to hesitate on the sideline there. Just keep the offense out and go for it.
Dude, 4th and inches. If I can't get inches, I deserve to lose football games. So I'm going for it on 4th and inches every single time.
Here comes Kentucky after picking up that 1st down. Direct snap. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Kentucky. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed. I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay a big difference.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He's going to bring it out from deep. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Getting late here in the 1st half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points, and you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the 2nd half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen.
Fires and picked off. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive. Going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
Got the back over the middle. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Kentucky trying to get a little scratch in the red zone. They'll leave it with him. Got some room into the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Yes, that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Looking for space, it's Edwards. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain.
You're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Toss to the outside. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Still looking on the move. Now he's going to throw it all the way back across the field. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Feeling some heat. Fires to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down.
Kentucky 31, Michigan 3.
Damn, he got up out of here. I don't blame him. Hey, man, I bust a couple. I'll probably be on the ground.